And now, for those men who did not give their girlfriend allowances, do you know what you become? You become an ex. And when you become an ex, you go your separate ways. However, for Keranta, she simply cannot stop talking about her ex. It's always something. It's always something on the internet. It's always her posting subliminal messages. And I'm like, if you guys went your separate ways, you're even posting your Mzungu Bay who took you to Diani or something, why are you still talking about your exes? Have you not healed? Have you not moved on? So this is what she had to say recently on a social media post. Y'all can say I go for the looks. I mean, look at my exes. Now I'm going for looks and money. Those creatures had to believe that I even dated them, cause ew. Is that not heavy? Because why are you still dissing your exes? Why are you still doing all of this? You're a grown woman, you are in this relationship, it didn't work out, move on. There's absolutely no need to be sending subliminal messages. How old is she? It's something like a very teenage relationship, you know? When you're very young and you have not moved on, this is when you do these kind of things. It's like you people, let me quote the words from this very wise woman called Billie Eilish. And this is what she this is what she had to say about moving on from relationship, you know? I would never treat me this way because I loved you very much. It's I don't relate to you, yeah? I'd never talk about you on the internet because once upon a time you were my everything, you know? You people loved each other, you were so in love with each other, you were all in our faces, people were like couple goals. You were in love at some point. So for you to now get out of a relationship and start clowning your partner, it does not make sense. For you to now get out of this very loving relationship that you had and now call him ugly, girl, you're the one embarrassing yourself. You're embarrassing all of us. We are feeling second-hand embarrassment. Because if he was so ugly, why did you date him? You know, it's like sometimes you get out of a relationship and you're like, ata hakuwa na pesa. Okay, if he was not rich, why were you dating him? You know, this revealing those secrets or those dissatisfaction after you've left the marriage or you left the relationship, it doesn't make sense. Mkiachana, endeni, go your separate ways. Never talk about each other. Find new people, find love, find yourself, you know, fall in love with yourself. Do you, but do not talk about your exes. Yeah, that's just it.
All right, let's have this conversation from the beginning. I only have 2 points. Number one, I feel like we do it both ways because like it's not like she simply because we're not hearing Zadia Moore saying things about her or talking about her doesn't mean he's not.
Be the bigger person then.
Yeah. So let's be okay with the fact that we all trash our exes. And our exes, wherever they are, sometimes trash us.
Yeah.
Ata Steve ukiwa umevaa hapo mashishio, I know very well you have trashed your ex. Steve is one of our cameramen. So I know for sure everyone has trashed their ex at one point or another. Thrown some shade, or it doesn't have to be like massive shade or like, oh, he didn't have money. Or like those, you know, those character building kind of
Exactly.
shades. Yeah? Where it's no
About
longer a
his
shade.
performance in
It's not.
bed.
It no longer became a shade. It now has become a whole bush, and then it has become a whole tree. As in, you are fully treeing this guy. So we are talking about those kinds of shades. Some of them are very subtle, some of them are massive. So people trash their exes, and I understand maybe she has her own reasons, maybe she's regretting it, maybe she's now getting closure from within herself and she's expressing it outwardly. We don't know what she's going on. However, we have point number 2, where Keranta upgraded.
Exactly.
All right, when she came to the show here with Zadia Moore, she was just a simple girl wearing a trench coat, no makeup. In fact, I remember her saying that she doesn't even wear makeup because she feels like natural beauty is the best form of beauty. But look at Keranta now.
It's the lashes for me.
Look at Keranta now. Look at her hair. Well put together. I feel like we need to float a picture. Please, Mr. Director, look at Keranta. Look at those lips. Look at that lash. As the stories over here saying, look at that dress. This chick is put together. And I think this is exactly what happened. What happened is she dated a guy, she lived with a guy, she realized that, oh yeah, she now upgraded herself to this new girl who was like cool, being like the stay-at-home girlfriend, you know, she's just being a baby girl for her baby boy. But as soon as that relationship ended, she's like, first of all, I can't downgrade. I can't go back to nothing. I need to push this paper. And she pushed herself some pee. And here she is up in Diani, you know, looking all glammed up, looking all made. Basically, this girl has upgraded, and there's nothing else we can talk about except for the fact that she has now upgraded. And she's looking back and realizing, na kwani nilikuanga nafanya nini hizo siku? As in, what was I doing? Who were I? Who was me? These are the questions that we ask ourselves once we move on. Please let us know. Do you think it's justified for her to shade her man on social media, or at least her ex-man on social media, and praise her new man on social media? Or should she just keep this information to her friends within your circle of friends and leave us out of it because you knew he was ugly when you were dating him?
Exactly.
Why did you not leave this duck alone?
Yeah, and I actually have a tip. And you know your boyfriend is ugly when your friends want a picture. Ati, show us how he looks. And then you're like, hakangi vizuri kwa picha. You know, you knew who you were dating. And I've actually experienced that.
Oh,
There's some
God.
people, and I'm not throwing shade, but there's some people I don't want association. However, I do have a tip. Whenever I feel like trash talking an ex or throwing some shade, I get on Twitter, I write the tweet, the whole of it, and then I save it to drafts. Okay? It's really therapeutic. That way you've let out all your anger on a social media platform, and then you saved it. And then when you're sober, after you've drank water and hydrated, you go back and like, what was this I was supposed to post? You know? Always put it in the draft before it goes on social media. That way you can go back with a sober mind and say, this was unnecessary. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Think about it and then think about it some more.